Alrighty, guys. The first graph we're going to be working with is the bar graph. You've been doing it since grade 4, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. This will be fast and easy. Bar graphs, they share the features of all graphs. Almost all graphs have 3 titles: the main title, the x-axis, and the y-axis. We're working with circle graphs later on this year, and they don't actually have 3 main titles. They've got way more. We'll talk about them later. Features of a bar graph: the bars do not touch each other. All right, that's key. We're working with another type of graph later on called a histogram where they do, but for bar graphs, they don't touch each other, and that's important. The bars themselves are equal in width, and you got to use a ruler to do it. All right. We're going to be generating ours from t-tables using frequencies and that sort of thing. Now, the purpose of a bar graph is to compare quantities. All right. The visual nature of the bars allows for quick and easy comparisons. So I'm just going to show you how to build one quickly, go over the big ideas. We'll get on with our day. So just a quick chart. We've done this a similar one, say for eye color, blue, brown, and green, grade 7. We have 5, 20, and 2 kids with the different colors, right? We're just asked to generate a bar graph. So the first thing we do is we give our generator a y and our x-axis. We look at our numbers and we choose an appropriate scale, all right? So that's another thing. Scale goes up and down the y-axis. Usually when we're generating these bar graphs, we put the numbers going up and down. You could put them going left and right. It really doesn't matter. Jump Book tends to favor going left and right. I tend to favor going up and down. Take your pick, all right? 0 always starts down here at the bottom. 0 at the bottom. And we're going to get into bias later on. If you remember, you can skip numbers by doing the little lightning bolt, that sort of thing. But in this case, we take a look at our numbers to choose a scale. We have a 2, a 5, and we have a 20. So going up by, 1's probably not a great idea. Going up by 2's might not be too bad. I don't think I can do 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, 20 goes right to the top. I guess I can skip count by 2, and that way this doesn't look too diminished. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and all the way up top is 20. Usually you want to go 1 above. I use the computer program to generate this little grid, and it's not going to allow me to do it. All right. Usually you want to go 1 above, so there's some space up top. All right. So that's a key thing. Go 1 above if you can. So I really should have 22 up here somewhere. We have to give it its title. So in this case, this would be the number of students. Down below, I'm going to put blue first. You can do it on an angle going like this. Use a ruler to help you write on. You guys can actually turn your page. I physically can't turn this to write, so bear with me. Blue. And I'll move 1 over. I'll go brown. And then I will move 1 over and I'll go green. All right. I have to give it a title in this case. So, and this here is the eye color. Move up top. Give it a main title, grade. If I could spell grade right, that would be excellent. 7 eye color. Alrighty. And then we start drawing our bars. So blue, we'd go up here, take your ruler. I'm going to have to freehand this with the computer. Make sure it goes to the 2, goes right across. We use grid books, so it should be relatively easy for you to figure this stuff out. If not, use a ruler. 20, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use my handy dandy straight line. All right, and then 5. I should make it straight if I'm actually going to cheat and use the straight line function. All right, green going across. I can immediately tell without knowing the actual number that brown, students with brown eyes dominate the class. Blue's the weakest of the bunch, with green being in the middle. All right. Immediately tell. That's the power of bar graphs. They visually display the information. They visually transmit the information quickly. While I can tell by looking over here that brown dominates, this automatically gets it across. We're a visual species. I don't know how else to say it. We like pictures. You can color these in with different colors if you want, or just do hash marks to make them a little different. All right, so that one can go that way. This one here, I think all I'm going to do is do that to make it look slightly different, and then hash mark in a different direction, and that's terrible. Use your hash marks, make sure they're all going in the same direction, same angle if you can, but it just separates them. This actually, no, this looks terrible, Mr. Watson. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. Don't do that. Make sure they're on a slant. Don't just do up and down. I could hear the groans. Some of you are probably hating me right now. You can alternate them going back and forth so that the bars themselves are different, or just take the time and color them. Where's my fill feature? So I'm just gonna, all right, so just take the time and color them. This is a terrible coloring job, but we're done for this video. Okay, so bar graphs, they're used to compare quantities. Then we just take them, transmit them. Typical questions that you'll see for this, what's the most popular one? What's the least popular? What's the one in the middle? That sort of thing, all right? And we'll move on. Next video is double bar graphs.